Johnny?
Yes, Brian?
I'm hiding somewhere on the screen and you might not have realized, but I have been hiding in various places during the intros to several of the previous episodes as well.
Well, that's certainly a bit ominous, but thanks for that, Brian. And also thanks to GIF Your Game for sponsoring the tournament. If you guys want an easy way to share your biggest and funniest plays with your mates in GIF format, then look no further than the free app that they provide. Alright, it's about time to get today's series kicked off. Oscillon is completely even in game win-loss differential, despite losing one more series than he's won, and he's been gaining a ton of respect for the fight he put up against Fairy Peak when they played. OSM's had an underwhelming series so far in league play, but he did beat Oscillon earlier this year when they played in a show match. So for him, it's just a matter of finding that form, and also the form he showed us in several other show matches throughout the year. This match will influence the seeding of everyone in the league besides the top two, so with that in mind, let's get to it. OSM looking for the sweep. Anything else? Well, I mean, he's relying on Oscillon to trip up in his next matchup in order to get the top four, but like I already explained, OSM can get that top four by his own, or by himself rather, by his own hard work. But he needs to win every single game here. He gets an early demo against Oscillon, and an open net will be following shortly thereafter. OSM in the all Sweden colours will take the lead. Starting for Oscillon. That didn't work out very well for Scrub in yesterday's matchup. He did go for the car change, or at least not the car change, but the car style change between game 2 and 3 against Ixo. And it worked wonders for him. I wonder if we'll see anything like that from Oscillon. He's just looking to pick up a couple games here. Although, series win would make him the heavy favourite to get 4th place locked in. He's of course still got that chance to hunt down Ixo. Lots of other players watching this match closely, keeping an eye on their own playoff potential. One of them who's not given up all hope yet is Flakes. If OSM could sweep today, and Flakes still has a chance to not finish bottom 2. He needs to sweep Scrub kill out as well, so it's not going to be easy. OSM looking good early on. He's had a disappointing league play so far by the standards of the rest of his year. These two have, of course, matched up already in 2018, with OSM taking that one down 3-1. Oscillon has been looking very impressive during league play, though. One of the only players to take a game off Fairy, and almost doing the impossible, taking him to game 5 and beyond. Oscillon trying to tie things up here. He's got half volley from the edge of the box, and he will put it in. OSM really should be applying pressure to this ball. That's a very, very late turn away from the challenge. Of course, he is thinking that there's a chance that if he does go for that challenge, he could just hit the ball off his own wall and end up centering it for Oscillon, which would not be ideal. OSM with an advantage again. He's got the ball underneath Oscillon, but Oscillon's back for the save. Great recovery by the Dutchman as he comes flying into view. Low scoring affair in game 1. OSM really, really wants this one to keep his dreams of a 4th place alive. 4th place in league play, meaning one less gauntlet matchup required in order to take down the title. Oscillon getting the air dribble started, and then the demo to follow. Such a late dive into this one did not really give OSM much chance to react. He starts to think, oh wow, Oscillon's just going for a standard air dribble. Nope. Here he comes, like a heat-seeking missile. He's got the game in his control now, just over the halfway point. OSM, no boost on either players, actually, as they battle for control after the kickoff. But what can OSM do now? He's just been rushed by Oscillon, bumps him out of position as he's trying to recover. But not enough boost for OSM to get a shot on target before Oscillon gets back. That was very close though. Oscillon needs to be careful putting himself in the line of fire when he comes in to challenge the ball like that. And such is the risk of being close. OSM ties up the game. As Oscillon's boost ran out and Oscillon's boost ran out and then OSM was able to capitalize on his opponent being sideways. Pretty tough to get these guys' names right sometimes. Oh dear, Oscillon needs to be careful here. Spit the ball off his own crossbar. I'll tell you what, that was very well dealt with. Not an easy situation, but he's managed to get away with it right now. How long will that last though? It will continue to last because Oscillon does not fall for OSM's tricks. Stands in the way of the ceiling shot fake. Gets a counter-attack goal in the bag as well. Big plays for Oscillon in defense. One of the most impressive players defensively so far this tournament. No question about that. I think himself and Kux have had the most saves in highlight reels. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What was this from OSM? He did get a good jump on Oscillon's idea this time, but he's just way underneath the ball. Maybe thinking Oscillon's going to go for a softer touch and ready to intercept quickly, but Oscillon's got the easiest goal he's ever going to get in this series. Can't have been expecting that one, and now he's just wasting time with multiple pops. He decides not to go up for it, which is probably a good decision. OSM was in an advantageous spot, but OSM's trying to get a jump on Oscillon's position again and almost concedes to a player who had significantly less boost than him. It should be a goal for him at the other end, and it will. But that was very dodgy by OSM. He was trying to intercept Oscillon's dribble back into his own half, but Oscillon just turned around, went straight to goal. We saw him do that against Flakes with a wall shot. Very aware of his opponent's positioning is Oscillon. This time OSM has spotted Oscillon going up for a cheeky rebound and taking him out of the game. Chip off the wall, not quite on target. OSM tantalizingly close to an equalizer. It would have been an unforced error for Oscillon that gave it to him. Speaking of unforced errors, OSM's just passed the ball into the middle and given Oscillon the 2-goal lead back. Oh dear, he's trying to do a little bit too much here. Take control of the ball and dodge onto the boost, but a more safe line of play would have been well advised. Just like that, OSM is going to need Oscillon to help him out a little bit if he's going to be able to overtake him in the league once all is said and done. A sweep would have tied them up in win-loss differential. But now with 3-1, he will be behind by 2 or more at the end of this series. So he's going to need to do 2 games better than Oscillon in their final matches. OSM's got Bluey, Oscillon's got Kux. For now, Oscillon looking to cement himself in that 4th place position. He takes game 1 against OSM. So, will OSM at least give him a chance, give himself a chance to get into the top half of the table? He absolutely needs a series win today in order for that to be possible, although he does rely on other results going in his favor. One of those results is just Kuxer beating OSM, which is possible. He gets off to a good start yet again. Oscillon in the Stocktain, caught a bit out of position. That half flip did not quite get the ball to go the direction he wanted it to. 15 seconds in, OSM strikes first. It's the fact that Oscillon's been able to win so many games in the series he's lost has given him such a good advantage going into the final few games in league play, where others have been losing in sweeps. He's at least been taking games. There's a second, or not a second goal, equalizer, sorry, for Oscillon. OSM trying to react again, but not able to react fast enough. We all know that OSM's got some pretty quick reactions, but He's putting himself in very difficult positions here, making it hard for himself to react to what Oscillon is doing. OSM coming off the wall. He's just going to take this one into the corner for a boost grab, because it was going to be too far away to recover from. Still more ceiling and wall plays for OSM. Of course, we know he loves to go for those in 1v1, trusting his ability to recover when they go wrong and put in a significant portion of them when they go right. But he does need to be careful. Oscillon is no slouch when it comes to aerial speed, and he's no slouch when it comes to aerial bumps. Another one for Oscillon, and a 2-1 lead. So far, Game 2 developing just as Game 1 did. Now, a real problem for OSM. Good save at the top right corner. But you might have to stop thinking about the dreams of a 4th place finish in the league and start worrying about just how bad it's going to get, because now OSM is really starting to slip down the table, and he goes into his last match against Bluey with a loss here. He'll actually need to do well in a win against Bluey, not just beat him, but beat him at least 3-1 or 3-0. Not looking good at the moment for OSM, and Oscillon puts in another one. Careless by the Swede. 4-1 for the Dutchman. And that's just not the right time to be going for a boost grab. OSM's made more mistakes in league play so far than I think he has in all of his matches on show match setting in 2018, and he did have a lot of show matches, most of them going in favor of himself. Oscillon this time will miss, and OSM is looking for the counter-attack goal. Good bump by Oscillon, and he grabs the boost as well. Seemingly always 2 steps ahead of his opponent. He's got OSM at his mercy yet again. This time the shot is merciful, however. And there's not really much working for OSM in offense. Sets up another flick, but it's just not quite good enough against a goalkeeper of Oscillon's caliber. Still, hugely advantageous spot for OSM. It goes crossbar and out this time. If he'd just known Oscillon had exactly 0 boost there, maybe he wouldn't have shot so close to the bar. The time is being wasted now. It's not Oscillon who's having to waste it, it's just OSM not taking the chances that he's being given. Another shot for Oscillon. Goes past OSM. Still no answer to the seemingly unstoppable, effortless force that is Oscillon. What has OSM got left in the tank? Does he have a reverse sweep in mind? He almost got one against Ixo earlier this same tournament. But it just wasn't meant to be. And that's a good shot, actually. He's managed to put one underneath Oscillon. It looked like Oscillon might have an answer for this, but 0 boost got him worried. A very nice touch for OSM to get the ball underneath him there. The chance to build a comeback. The foundation has been laid, but Oscillon has come along with a sledgehammer and he wants to break it down again. A shot off the wall by OSM is not quite good enough. He can't even follow up with a bump in this position. It would have been way too risky. And unless OSM can start to score a lot more often, it's going to be 2-0 down in the series. That's just things going from bad to worse for OSM. He's got to remember that the 2 positions in league play that are exactly the same value are 7th and 8th. So even if he does finish in 7th place ahead of Flakes, it's all for naught because you'll have to play him in the first round. Remember that with Oscillon already winning a game in this series, Flakes is guaranteed to be at least or no better than 7th. That is now the best that he can do. He still has scrub to play, of course, to try and get some confidence back before he goes into the playoff bracket. But OSM definitely wants to get at least 1 round by him. He's still got the potential to get 2, even 3 round buys, but that world is quickly disappearing before his eyes because he's not able to score enough goals. He's had plenty of chances. The shots have been lacking power. The flicks have been lacking conviction. And all around, we're not seeing the same level of creativity that we're used to seeing from OSM when he does win games. Oscillon, air dribble dunk attempt, getting blocked to the top corner. But he knows he can go for the risky shot because he's already given himself a 3-goal lead so late into the game. Still technically possible for OSM, but Oscillon could shut down this one with a strong kickoff. Hang on a second. Needed to be careful not to put that one in his own net, but he has done so. And just like that, Oscillon moves 2-0 ahead in the series. Last chance for OSM to keep his top half of the league table dreams alive. You know, it might already be over for him after a couple more matches are played, if it isn't already. But Oscillon's going to look to put that fact beyond all doubt with another win. He's already got OSM in the ropes, and a mind game down low gives him the lead. One of the slowest goals we've seen so far. But it's got Oscillon written all over it. Such a controlled player. Such a collected player. Just casually putting the ball into his opponent's net whenever he sees a sign of weakness. Again, able to work his way into a shot when OSM didn't expect it. But look at that by OSM. He's just passed the ball to himself off the inside of the post and ended up counter-attacking. That's some really nice placement by OSM. And I do believe he meant to do that to tie up the game. He was a bit surprised by the ball chase of Oscillon initially. Of course, there is always a time and place for ball chasing. Why not? When you spy a chance to score. Oh, OSM has an open net, but the ball is sitting in such an awkward spot. He's tried to center it for himself, but what a clear that is by Oscillon. A ton of distance on the ball. OSM is coming at him a bit quicker than he usually does, but has to wave dash backwards just to recover out of what was a failed setup. OSM's faking challenges backwards now. Just anything to break up Oscillon's rhythm. Try and catch him off guard. Those of you who have only been following the story of these two players in 2018 will be very surprised to see how this series is unfolding, but anyone who's known OSM for longer will remember that although he had very, very high ranks in the ladder, hold that thought, this might be another air dribble bump. Great save by OSM. Like I was saying, although OSM was always a ladder beast, he couldn't quite transition that into show match setting. No way, Oscillon now with a great save. He's managed to recover and keep the ball in a relatively safe location as well. He's got to look out for the demo. Where does OSM? There he comes. He was looking for it. Still is, and he does get it. Oscillon was a sitting duck there. This is just another case of OSM taking a while to accustom himself, or get accustomed to a new environment, a more high pressure situation. That was exactly what you want to be seeing from him. An early shot when he spots his opponent out of position, and now a cheeky kickoff to make it a 2-goal lead. Oscillon throwing in a demo after the ball is already in the net, taking out some of his frustration. This is a real chance now for OSM to start making a mark on this series. Much earlier play on the ball again. Sick of being rushed in by Oscillon, who has picked his spots quite wonderfully. Oscillon really favoring air dribbles both at the latter half of this game and the start, or rather the latter half of last game and the start of this one. Will he want to continue to focus quite so much on that one strategy. It's been his mix-up that's impressed me most this league play. Speaking of mix-up, OSM now. Just digging into the bottom of his pocket and bringing out a single jump pop. And that's all he needed to get the ball past Oscillon, who was stationary. This time Oscillon with the break check on the kickoff. Spotting OSM's demo attempt once again. He needs to look out for the second one, because when OSM misses one demo, that doesn't mean that you're safe. He will look for more in the following few seconds, and he finds one again. Oscillon has to be a bit more aware of the second and then the third demo attempts. It's chaining them together that makes OSM so dangerous to play against. Boost advantage for OSM. He's looking to keep the pressure on Oscillon. Maybe add another goal to his lead. Oscillon knows he has to challenge. He's not getting enough chances at the moment. And there he does get one, and he will put it in. OSM not able to recover fast enough this time. You could see Oscillon coming from a long way away that time, but Oscillon kind of called OSM's bluff. He says, I don't think you're going to do anything with that ball. I think you're just going to wait for me to fake a challenge, and that's not what I'm going to do, my friend. It's a 2-goal game again. Oscillon gets a bit of a favourable knock onto him from OSM, grabs the boost and the ball, and now here comes another air dribble bump attempt. It's OSM who avoids it. Oscillon might be going a little bit too hard on the air dribble aspect of the game. We know he's got cracking ground shot and good flick capabilities. Now he does go for the flick, and that's forced OSM into an awkward spot, but OSM saves enough boost to just beat Oscillon to the punch. It's only an open net miss that keeps Oscillon behind by 2 for the time being. Race to the side boost. OSM decides not to go for it. He would have been blindsided, of course, but Oscillon unable to find any real chances in the last minute here. Now he finally gets one. This is a setup he's looking for, but he can't see OSM. That's a big problem. An air dribble over the top finally works out. And if you're not going to mix up your shot selection, you want to get the mechanics absolutely perfect. And that's what Oscillon's done right there. Nailing the crossbar and the rebound. Now 25 seconds in a 1-goal game. Oscillon still in the hunt for a sweep, and he has marginal control. OSM surveying him. Both players get the demo on the back wall. It's going to be OSM actually who has the advantage here because the ball's in his half, but in comes Oscillon. Rush challenge from one half to the other. He's going for another demo on OSM. Aggression by Oscillon right at the end of the game. He has one chance to get this game into a sweep scenario, but it's not going to happen. OSM hangs on, and he gets his first win. One v one always delivers. It's never a dull series. Oscillon looked like he was set to sweep OSM, but OSM does not go down without a fight. Now he's got a real chance to make a statement, to win a game 4, make this 2 each. He's been weaving in these boost grabs in Oscillon's corner, not so much boost steals as just equalizers in the boost battle. And a bump after the fact is going to give him an opening goal. Good catch onto Oscillon there. Sometimes a simple bump is just as good as a demo because it sends the opponent so far out of position they have no chance getting back. OSM they're actually checking to see if Oscillon was approaching slowly. He's keeping a really good eye on Oscillon on every move that he's making so far in game 4. Quick dribble for OSM. He drops the ball a little bit too far in front of himself to flick though. Now Oscillon looking for a 50-50. and a bump onto OSM, but he's got no boost to work with. Oh, look at that pickup on spawn though. Perfect timing for Oscillon. OSM wasn't sure if Oscillon had caught that one on spawn, so he's going for a bump just in case he didn't. So he can take an advantage. More bumps for OSM. Oscillon reads it, but he can't get back into his net to save the shot. And it's 2-0 OSM. Starting to look very, very good. But he needs to keep this up. This is one of the problems he's been facing so far during league play. There have been quite a few, but one of them has been consistency. Another has been keeping his cool, trying not to let kickoff goals and bumps and open net misses get the best of him. So he's put himself in a good position here. He's running away from Oscillon's demo. And he's just playing keep away to the best of his ability. Oscillon will interfere. Now OSM's gone a little bit too high and wild at that one, but recovers only as far as to hit it into Oscillon, who comes right in for the finish. And this is one time that OSM really didn't keep an eye on what Oscillon was doing. The thing that he's been focusing on in game 4 is keep an eye on his opponent, but the first time he doesn't do it, he walks right into the trap. Now Oscillon is looking threatening again. Very nice catch in the middle of a half flip by Oscillon. Just keep control here. OSM is shadowing close. Oscillon trying to mind game, but these mind games have not been working very much so far this series. OSM mixes in an early challenge. Oscillon withstands it. Now a backwards challenge for OSM. Still loving the fake challenge, backwards challenge combination that OSM loves to do. It's starting to rise in popularity. It's not easy to see a backwards challenge coming after you spot the fake. Oscillon will tie up the game and keep up the threat of a series win. OSM not coming from goal side there. Really not blocking many angles on his challenge. Well played by Oscillon to spot another opening. So managed to calculate that that ball was not on target. I think OSM knows that this one is though. And Oscillon takes the lead, punishing another careless boost grab for OSM. Where is he going? As he drops into the corner, leaving Oscillon with the open net. He knows that that's a huge risk when he makes it. He still decides to go for that line of play. Easy demo for OSM. Spots Oscillon's landing position. He knows Oscillon spawned on one side, but he can't get it past him. Perfect boost pickup on spawn by OSM, though well timed. And a well executed finish. Tie up the game again. Oscillon not doing enough there. He got the initial save, but he needed to put that one into a bit of a safer location in order to keep himself from conceding. And it's anyone's game again. OSM with a slight advantage. Or Oscillon, sorry, with a slight advantage. We're going to pop the ball into OSM's crossbar. Low risk plays have been the name of the game for Oscillon. He knows he doesn't need to do anything fancy to eventually crack the defense of an OSM who has not looked 100% on form. That was a fantastic flick by Oscillon, but he's gone straight for the bump afterwards. And that may have been careless. As OSM takes the lead. It's Oscillon's turn to get baited into the corner boost grab. Although he may have actually had time to get back into defense there. It's more the fact that he decided not to that got him scored on. But another game 5 beckons as OSM moves into the lead with a minute and change on the clock. Looking for a very aggressive challenge. Oscillon stands in the way of it. And now it's OSM who's going to have to back down. He can only make so many of these little touches before he should be running home. Oscillon hits the post on an open net from the tight angle. He'll have to try again from another angle. This shot is just not quite good enough. Oscillon trying to grab this boost on spawn. He does get it. It wasn't so much to aid himself as it was to deny OSM that valuable resource. OSM is refusing to back down though, despite the fact that he has a lot less of the good stuff than Oscillon does. Still, that has been OSM's problem, but he reaches up high. And with no boost remaining, gets a touch on the ball to stay in front. Still, Oscillon can't get the ball past OSM. He's had 100 boost versus almost nothing for a really extended period of time, but OSM is making the most of every touch on the ball. Now Oscillon's time is running out. Can he get the equalizer? He's going for another bump attempt. This time he gets it, but OSM plows through him regardless. How on earth did OSM avoid conceding here? It looked like the demo might occur. It looked like OSM was going to get slammed into the corner, but he dodges to keep himself in the same position. And that will win him game 4 and tie up the series. So, Oscillon in a bit of trouble now. It was all talk of locking in 4th place at the start of this series, but now he's got to just make sure to win this game so that he has a chance of 4th place. He will still be the favorite for it, and he will still have it within his control, even with a loss in this series, thanks to his superior game win-loss differential. But this is not what he wants to see. OSM double touch to take the lead in game 5. Make it a triple. Oscillon wasn't far off, but he couldn't get in the way of it. That is the best possible start for OSM as he looks to get back involved in the middle of the table. How will Oscillon respond? He didn't respond with a change in car design. It's been all stuck in, and he will get an equalizer. OSM was right behind the ball, but Oscillon still gets it past him. And it doesn't matter how much better looking your goal was than your opponent's, they all count. OSM has to do it all again. Oscillon with the first play on the tie game. OSM shadowing close. He needs to be so careful. But Oscillon's just dodged in the middle of nowhere, giving OSM an open net shot with almost no boost, but well calculated by OSM. He knew he had a lot of time for that one. And more impressively, he avoids the temptation to drive into the corner for the 100 boost. He needs to try and keep that up in defense now. As the ball's in OSM's control once again. A minute gone in game 5. This time he gets to pop over the early challenge, and he's not going to miss that one. Reverse sweep is really looking likely now. Somehow, OSM's managed to find a way to scrape a couple of wins. It wasn't really like Oscillon was forcing the issue in the earlier games. He was just doing enough to get the W's. So OSM didn't have to improve significantly to get back involved. He just had to start making good decisions, or at least better decisions. Start making his plays count. Making his chances count. The potential for a demo on the back wall. OSM decides to go for the ball instead this time. Oscillon with a chance to make it a 1-goal game, but OSM does not like backing off and giving Oscillon space. He's staying very close, and again looking for one demo after another. That's a bit of an awkward hit by OSM, giving Oscillon a freebie, but once again he just steps into that area that would usually be considered no man's land, and in doing so catches Oscillon off guard. Oscillon needs to adapt here, make earlier hits on the ball, make earlier plays. He's managed to get a clean snipe on OSM midair, and he'll turn around and put in the open net. Great connection here by Oscillon. OSM knew the ball wasn't on target, but he didn't want to give Oscillon a chance to double touch it. Goes up to block the shot. Oh no, wait, Oscillon just missed an open net on kickoff. That was the chance to tie the game. and put us in completely equal position for the series. Oscillon knows OSM is really threatening so many demos here. I don't think there's many players in the tournament who can find so many opportunities to delete their opponent from the map as OSM can. Now he's got still his hands on that 1-goal lead. Oscillon has half flip challenged him though, and he puts it in to tie up the game and the series. And these dribbles are just so dangerous when you're coming right at your opponent. You can't see them because the ball is completely eclipsing them. Which one of these guys is going to be the first to play a bit safer? OSM bumps Oscillon away from another kickoff goal. But he doesn't have much boost in the aftermath. Oscillon will challenge early. He knows OSM is hamstrung right now. That might be enough to open up an opportunity. Yes, it will be. Oscillon puts it home. And he's given himself another chance to close out this series. 2 minutes for Oscillon to hold on. Can he do it? He's going to look to turn around early here. He knows OSM is likely to do the same. They both meet for a second challenge. Oscillon comes out on top. OSM is shadowing close yet again. Oscillon has to be careful not to let OSM get the jump on him, and that's exactly what's just happened. Just like that, OSM should be equalizing, and he's just squeezed it in. It looked like he might have missed it. And it would not have been the first time that OSM has missed an open net, but this time the post is kind to him. What a disaster that would have been if the ball just rolled past. Oh my goodness, what a disaster this is! All of OSM's hard work is just undone by a failed kickoff. The mechanics have let him down. He's just completely flopped the most important thing in a 1v1. And he has to start all over again. Just 1 goal needed. Oscillon gets a touch to block it. And both players demo each other again. This time the ball's in Oscillon's half. They both spawn close, favoring Oscillon. Of course, I would have liked to see if they spawned with OSM in the right side, or half of, not side, half, side of the field, and OSM in the, or Oscillon in the right half. I swear, I never want to cast these two names again. This is actually impossible. Can they have different, at least a different second letter? If you insist on having the same first letter in your name, can we change the first sound? OSM finds a demo, and he's got the widest openness net he's ever going to see. And Oscillon just did not know what to do here. He would have had to turn off the wall or way up the wall there to stay safe. With 46 seconds left, we're all tied up. Literally anyone's game. The ball's in Oscillon's half. He might have control. Dodges into the boost to make sure. OSM so close yet again. He's decided that this is the best way to make Oscillon feel uncomfortable, and a strong challenge from OSM forces the issue underneath, and he can't possibly miss this one. And Oscillon can't be liking what he's seeing. He tries to roll through the ball rolls through him. And with 25 seconds left, it's now him that's looking for the comeback. Trying to avoid the reverse sweep now. Nightmare for Oscillon. Long shot. Not quite enough to make it past OSM, but now 10 seconds left and Oscillon with a bigger boost advantage than he just had. He's popped it up high. OSM is now literally on 0 boost, and it's Oscillon making chances at the edge of the box. He does get it in on 0 seconds. And OSM just could not hold on. He actually did have some boost here, but he just couldn't line himself up to use it. And Oscillon did not panic. He made it count, and he gives himself a chance. It's overtime, game 5. OSM with a small advantage to get things started. They'll look to make this into a win from the edge of the box. A delayed flick into the crossbar. Oscillon was there. OSM's going to try again from the other side. Same strat, same result. Great goalkeeping by Oscillon to keep his game 5 alive. OSM looking for space on the right-hand side. Oscillon won't be wanting to challenge low, considering that's what got him in trouble in the end of the game. Look how close OSM is. Oscillon would have loved to have some more boost there to launch a flick straight into the goal. He's got the same position that he was able to turn into a winner when he was 1 goal down on 0 seconds. OSM on 0 boost. Oscillon trying to box him in. Will he be able to shoot before OSM grabs 100? The answer is no. A catch on the ground to set up more chances for Oscillon. He needs to be so careful turning his back to OSM like that. Minute into overtime, it's still Oscillon in control. OSM wants Oscillon to make the first move, but Oscillon's got OSM in his sights. He'll make it a tough spot once again. Low shot. He can't get much of a hit on it. Oscillon gets the goal. And it's something as simple as a shot along the ground. He just had a feeling that OSM would pre-jump. And he wins in overtime in Game 5. What a series by Oscillon. And so, Oscillon avoids the reverse sweep and also secures at least top 5 in the league, as he is now out of reach of Bluey, OSM and Flakes. He doesn't even need to beat Cucks in their final league play match to hold on to his 4th place position. Just 2 wins in a series loss would be enough. It doesn't stop there though for Oscillon. If he can beat Cucks and rely on Fairy to take care of Ixo, then he'll be rewarded with 3rd place in the final league play standings. Since OSM took a couple of games today, that does mean that Flakes is now guaranteed to finish league play in the bottom 2. OSM and Bluey go against each other for their final league play match, and the loser will join Flakes in the first round of the gauntlet. Tomorrow we'll find out if Oscillon's hopes of 3rd stay alive. Ixo needs to upset league leader Fairy in order to ruin that plan, and he needs to sweep him and then have Flake sweep Scrub on the final day of league play if he wants his 2nd place back. On day 26, Cucks needs a 3-1 or 3-0 win to improve himself to 4th place overall, and a 3-2 win would be enough to lock in 5th. So it's still all to play for in the Mannfield Night 5K. Thanks as always for watching, and see you tomorrow for Ixo versus Fairy.